All right, and we're live. Welcome to the Nerdy Phase with Ray and Serge, plus Tom. We have Ray, as always. He's been coming up with some good ideas lately. So we may have to come with a new nickname with him. Tom, as always, is existing in our realm of nerdiness. He likes to exist, so it's a good thing he exists. And then you have me, Serge, the host. As always, I follow the rules. I wear my anime shirt. Got Goku Black today for those
It's not a
watching.
rule. It's like a suggestion.
It's the rule. Gotta look nerdy. This
Fine,
is just
start
my
paying
everyday.
me, and I'll start buying some anime shirts.
I just
Actually,
wear
wait,
this everyday basis.
wait. What a strip! What a strip online.
Strip online. Can I throw
Cuts,
money?
cuts. Sure. I've got my starting to get more and more fade at my Datalorian shirt.
I have a Datalorian shirt.
Yeah,
They're sick.
but it's
So
chilly in my basement, so I button my flannel back up. I'm modest. I'm a
so hey,
classy girl.
for the viewers out there, the Nerd Fam, hope you enjoyed the two episodes that were released during Christmas break and New Year. Um, we spent some time recording that in 1 week, and so it was a lot of fun. So this episode is actually the first episode we are recording in the new year. So, but yeah, we already wished you a happy New Year, but we're not gonna do that again. But
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
But let's talk
Officially
about.
Happy New Year for our first recorded one on the
Yeah,
new
it's
year.
true.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what nerdy things we've done this week. What cool things and what we've done, seen, watched. Who wants to go first?
I got a couple things.
Okay.
So one of my nerdy things that I did this week is there is a new show that came out on Netflix. It's called Pokémon Concierge, and it's
Okay.
stupid fucking cute. I would recommend everybody to watch it, especially watch it with your kids. Now, of course, I was probably like, I'm pretty sure I had COVID last week. I never tested because it's like, okay, if it's the flu or if it's COVID, like I work for my basement, so I don't have to go out in public. And it's not going to kill me anyway. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to ride this one out. I was sick for good. I think I started feeling bad on Friday, my birthday, which by the way, we missed my birthday on the 29th. So happy birthday.
I wish you a happy birthday.
Well, you did. Thank you for that. Indeed. So
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it was, I think, well, thank you. So what day was it? I think it was Friday during the day. Yeah, Evan and I were hanging out, and we binged through like the 4 episodes, and like some of the parts were so cute. And like I said, I think it was because I was feeling sick, but I kind of got emotional during some of the parts because it was just so fucking cute and wholesome. So yeah, that was the big thing. The other nerdy thing that I've been getting down on is I've been researching a bunch of stuff on IFAC, which is going to be your pretty much med kits specifically for trauma. So like, bullet holes, losing a leg, things like that. Nothing to save anybody, but let's say if you're out in public, somebody's in a car accident, you're walking by the car accident, somebody's bleeding out. I'm trying to find out the best everyday carry kit to keep with me or on my person. So if I need to do something to help somebody, I can. Talks about tourniquets, chest seals. So that's the thing I've been nerding out about the past few days, is trying to find something that's very usable, but also not a big ass bag of stuff. So I could like literally throw everything in a cargo pocket or something like that. So yeah, that's been this week's nerd thing. Yeah, I like my.
That's pretty cool.
My shit hit the fan stuff. So,
what about you, Ray? What have you nerded out on?
I got a new Funko Pop. I don't know if it's gonna be able to show it.
Yeah, I see. It's Tanjiro vs. Rui. It's from Demon Slayer. For those who don't know, it's the very few last episodes of season 1. So
Yeah, I
It
got I
was a
got
good
that
it was a
Funko
good
Pop,
fight.
which is absolutely massive.
It'd be fun to get the Funko Pops, but like back when Funko Pops really started becoming a thing, like I never lived it somewhere long enough for me to justify being able to like, moving from like apartment to apartment or rented house and then moving, after
Yeah.
Evan was born, moving in with my parents, and then now I'm finally somewhere, so I'm like finally buying
What is that?
tools and
So if you
The
don't
good
know,
guys?
me
Chucky.
personally, I am a nerd, but I am mostly nerd about horror films. I love them to death. And this bad boy right here is the good guy. And if you open him
It's
up,
Chucky.
boom! Different Chucky heads, different Chucky weapons.
Hmm.
Just Chucky chilling in there. His original, his first, second, third,
So
and all of his
I have
weapons he
a
used
Chucky
without it.
story. So a couple of not maybe like 2 to 3 Halloweens ago. I'm not sure. My wife and I we went to we went to the Hotel Terror in Springfield. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And we got to this one space where we got down. We had to crawl, and like literally we couldn't stand up. And like there's this Chucky doll standing just right up, standing perfectly still, right? Not on his knees, just standing. And we can't stand because we are like, oh man, we're too tall. We have to crawl. All right, so we're crawling. And all of a sudden, and I'm first. She's right behind me. All of a sudden, I hear her scream. That Chucky doll was a lot. It was a real person. It was a midget dressed up as Chucky, and he opened the door and got behind there. We're like, I'm like, okay, that's it's kind of creepy. That's my Chucky story. Anything else you've done, nerdy Ray? No,
um,
I have
um,
quite the list this week, so I'll go
I,
last. So I'm going last.
I did a few streams. That's about
That's about
it.
it.
I
I
haven't
hung out for a
really.
Okay.
little bit on one of them. That was fun. Just in the chat watching and everything. Started asking like a million
So,
questions on like all the DLC and shit for it.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I do not have any of the DLCs. That is just the base game.
oh, so you didn't answer him
Okay,
when he
cool.
was chatting? That was
No,
rude.
I was
No,
trying to figure it out, and I was in the middle of a game, so I couldn't back out to see what I had exactly.
This
yeah.
is why
So
that's
it's
why you
like
need a
whatever.
dual monitor setup.
I don't think I can do a dual monitor on
Little
PlayStation, but
PlayStation. Yeah.
You can't. You can't. Okay, so let's see. This week actually, I was in Texas all week. My brother, my middle brother, got married, so that's why we went down there. He got married Friday, so that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
congratulations to him.
Um, so, but with the nerdy things we did, so I'll give you my highlight in a minute. So, uh, my brother he took us to box lunch. I bought some stuff. I bought a new wallet. My Ahsoka wallet was wearing out, so I was like, yeah, I might as well get a new wallet. Um, it was his Christmas gift to us. He gave us gift cards, or he said $50. 100 bucks is on me, so 50 for me and my wife, so 50 each, right? So I bought this wallet from Chainsaw Man. It's the dog before he becomes saves the human. So it's the Chainsaw Demon. It's pretty cool. And then we bought both my brother and I. We saw this, and look, we found the two different decks. We found Lorcana. I don't know if you're familiar with Lorcana at all. It's
Mortal
the
Kombat.
Lorcana. No, it's the TCG for Disney.
Oh,
So
it
it's a
sounds like
Disney
it's fucking Mortal Kombat.
what?
Sounds like a Mortal Kombat chick.
No, so we played that, and honestly, like you know, I thought it was pretty good. It was a little bit different. Most of the things is like when you play Magic or any other TCG, you usually have a character or leader or yourself. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, you have 8,000 hit points. Magic, you have 20, and you have cards like that have to do directly damage to your life points, right? This
Hmm.
one, instead of having life points, you have to gain lore points. So you kind of have to like every character has like different lore points. So if you instead of attacking with them, you make it go on the quest and you gain those lore points. So it was an interesting take. I like it, so I think it's worth playing. Um,
So it's
so
less about battling the other person, more about
well,
just what trying to
you can
win
battle.
before the other person does.
Well,
Okay.
you can battle. You can your different Disney characters have you can battle. They have a defense and attack, and of course you wanna when you do that you wanna destroy your opponent's characters before because the more you tap them you get lore points, and you can only attack them if they're in the tapped phase, right? You know what I mean by tap, right?
Yeah.
So
Turn it to the side. Yeah.
so Ray, you see the card right here? This is a Pokemon card. Right now it's an upright phase. If you're playing a TCG game, if you turn it like this, that means it's tapped. In case you didn't know, for the nerd
Defense,
fan,
right?
yeah, for the nerd fam that didn't know, that's the same thing. Most TCG have games like this, and you attack, you go like this, and it's tapped. Um,
Just
but
for the rest of the nerd fam to know, because this man's absolutely trying to shit on me over there. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm not even talking about normal Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm talking about tournament Yu-Gi-Oh at the old tournament spot whenever I was in high school. So I know card games, okay?
Did you believe in the heart of the cards?
Oh, of
I
course
did.
I did. I had Zodiacs.
So Zodiacs, you mean Exodia?
No.
Yeah. Right. Oh, that's like the dark one or something.
Yeah, the Exodia or Exodiacs, the Exodiacs were kind of like there's the Dark Knight. Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it. Hold on.
Okay, yes, fine.
Continue
Yeah, I
about your
think,
story.
but anywho, but like the way you do mana in this game, um, they kind of like there's certain cards that have like a little circle, and you can use those cards. You can put them face down, and that becomes your mana pool. So instead of having lands or anything like that, you can just build a card of 60 decks with all characters and stuff like that, and you can use those as mana pool rather than filling like because when you play Magic, you have to have a good balance of land and a good balance of actual cards that can do something. But if you don't have a good balance of land, what's going to happen? You're going to run out of mana pool. So, oh, okay.
Zodiac Necrom. Yeah, it's like the evil version.
Did no, it wasn't
Huh.
Kaiba. Who was it? I think it was like what season 3 or something of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think somebody had that.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, because it was
But
a single card instead of having to get all 5 cards together.
could have made 70
then
bucks on that if I still had it.
we played a few board games too.
Good.
Ticket to Ride. We played Ticket to Ride as a family. We did just the original. But we did the original because he just wanted to get us a feel for it. We wanted to play others, but we just ran out of time. But my brother has a whole collection. He's got Ticket to Ride Japan, Ticket to Ride Seas and Sails, Ticket to Ride San Francisco. So it's pretty intense, and So have you ever played Ticket to Ride, Ray? It's a fun game.
No.
We need to do it. So
I haven't got a
and
couple
then
board games for Christmas. I'm actually kind of excited to play Clue again. It's been a hot minute.
oh yeah, I got one for Christmas that was pretty cool because I like to play with my kids, so I usually try not to get too super complicated ones. I like to play ones that are fun but simple. I got this one called Mantis. It's like a quick 10-15 minute game. It's pretty fun. So the premise of the game is you have to match colors, right? So if you match colors for every color like if you say you match a red and a red, and there's only two of them, you get 2 points, right? But let's say, but the top, the deck, it tells you what colors are coming next. It tells you if there's, it'll say like it'll have red, blue, orange. So that next card is gonna be one of those three. So you have a choice whether you want to steal from your opponent and take that color. Say they have a three blues, you want to steal that blue, so you can steal their three blues if you know it's coming. And then or you can score. So if you have three blues yourself, you know blues coming, you want to score and you get yourself 4 points. That makes sense. It's a super simple game. Super simple game. Kids liked it. It's quick, it's fast, so it was a lot of fun. Um And then my favorite thing I did I met my youngest brother and his boyfriend over at this sushi place. It was called Kuro Rotating Sushi. But anyways, we go to this place. I don't know how you feel about the Asian cuisine and such, or Vietnamese cuisines, things like that. Just all in general, just the Asian cuisine. We go to this place called Carroll. It's in like Carrollton, Texas, and I get to this plaza where I'm looking for this place. I'm like looking around. I'm like, it's like, oh my god, there's an Asian sushi store, a Japanese dollar store. There's a Japanese bakery, Vietnamese, pho. Just everything in that plaza was just all some sort of Asian cuisine or Asian type store. I thought that was pretty cool. But and I come to find out that that place, Carrollton, is like a little Korea. They call it Little Korea or Little Tokyo because it's got
Okay,
all
I was
that
about to say
stuff.
it's like sounds like a little Tokyo place, but okay, cool.
Yeah, but it was pretty neat. So we go to this my brother wanted to go to this place called Kuro. Um so we get there and like, first of all the tables are super small. I mean, it probably fit like, two people in each side cuz Japanese people are tiny, so they probably do it that way. Um but really if
Big
you want to
question:
do
did any of the
huh,
places give you a happy ending?
they did. But anywho, so we go, we sit down, right? And Ray saw this because he has Snapchat, unlike some people, right? So you go and you sit down, and your sushi is on this conveyor belt, and it's just coming through. And you could just you grab the plate of the you see something you like, you grab the plate, put it there. And then right next to the top of you have a digital menu, and if you want a specific roll, you click it, you order it, and there's a top conveyor belt. And all of a sudden, it just like within like 2 minutes, just like, and it just stops right there, and you just take your plate.
Those places sound
Um,
fun but terrifying. I've seen some of those places online. I've seen some people do some ratchet ass shit on there. But
uh,
yeah, no, it does look cool, provided I trust everybody else in there.
yeah, yeah. And then like there's a like if you order drinks, a server doesn't come out. I mean, a server can help you if you need a server, but a server doesn't come out and serve your drinks. This robot comes and you can take your drinks from the robot. It like it comes and you pick up your drinks from the robot because it like shows its butt to you.
Here's my
So
big question: did they
yeah,
ask for a tip at the end?
they did. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, they did ask for a tip. But but it was really cool. And then like if you so each plate of sushi, and they give you like it depends on the sushi, how they're pretty they're pretty decent size, and they come about I mean obviously we get the sashimi, which for those who don't know, sashimi is just the ball of rice with a piece of meat on there, like a piece of fish, like shrimp or like that. Those come in pairs, so I mean it's pretty average for that. Two sashimi, but each plate you get is $3. So
Hmm.
it's $3 a plate, and they usually get about 3 to 4 pieces of sushi depending on the sushi. I got this one called a spider roll. These sushis were like massive; they're like this big,
Are they
but there was
fried?
only two to plate. They have some fried. This one wasn't, but they have some
Okay.
fried sushi.
I feel like I've had a spider roll before, but who knows if
Every
everything's
place, every place
too
it calls
good.
it
Spider
different,
rolls are
something
pretty
different.
Yeah.
good. I do have a question though.
Yeah,
So if I remember that picture correctly, it was 15 plates to get the mystery prize. Is that
yeah. I
right?
was gonna get there. I was
So
gonna get there.
if they're $3 a piece, right? And he had to do 15 to get that, he spent $45 for that tiny ass little thing before tax.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck.
Hey,
it's the
turn on
incentive.
your echo cancellation if you've got the option.
It is.
I'm
I
hearing.
It's on.
Oh, okay.
so but anywho, but yeah, as he was saying, if you at the very end there's like little slot that you can stick your plates in, so it can calculate how many plates you had and calculate the price. So you put your plates in there, and it counts your plates. And if you do 15 plates, there's this little machine that throws a prize ball. So this
That's
time their
cool.
collaboration was peanuts. So,
I prefer slots I can
um,
stick my dick in, but yeah, no, I get it.
but yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, the food was really good. I love sushi. It is definitely my favorite food for sure.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
my wife and I like if we're feeling extra froggy, we'll go to Sushi AI because they've got like all you could eat. It's like it used to be like yeah, it's like $20. They'll give you if you do the takeout, they'll give you 3 rolls, 2 sashimi, and a side. So either like crab rangoon or spring rolls or something like that. But if you do but yeah, no, that's the place we like to go. But a lot of times we'll either go to Schnucks or Deerbergs. They've got the stuff that they make fresh daily and everything.
mhm.
I'm not too worried about it because I usually don't go for like any fresh fish or anything. Usually it's like just the imitation crab or something like that, when we go out and do that. But yeah, no, sushi, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Here they make it fresh. So,
Hmm.
because there's when we ended, it was packed out. So they're constantly having to make sushi. Like they don't
Well, yeah,
just,
no, when we actually go
which
out to
is
eat, yeah,
nice.
we get fresh. We'll get the fresh fish. But yeah, if we're doing but if we go to like the grocery store, no, I'm not going to pick up some sashimi from the restaurant. Well, from a grocery store, but I'll get the sashimi from an actual restaurant.
So and then I also bought some games on Steam. Um, this week I bought well, maybe last week I bought what was it, Lethal Company. So we'll start streaming that soon. About One Piece World Seeker. It was a One
Better
Piece
do it
game that
soon.
came
I'm
out.
tired of waiting.
Let's see, 2019. And it was $5.99. I'm like, why not? It's interesting.
What
It's
kind of
just your
game is it? Is it like
typical.
a fighting game, or I guess you're about to go
It's
into
like
it.
an
Go ahead.
action RPG type game. You go
Okay.
around, you fight. It's like, I mean, not quite as intense of like God of War or Liza P, but you go around it, you fight enemies kind of like that, but using Luffy and Luffy, his fists, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
And you can gain different abilities, to do different things. So, um, for $6, I think it was originally $30. I don't think it's worth that price, but $6 definitely worth it. I've been enjoying that. Then I got Pony Island just because it was 74 cents, and I was really curious as to see the Game Awards Pony Island 2. You know, I was like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm curious to see what this is like. If they can release a sequel, what's the first one like? And for 74 cents, that why
Yeah.
not? It might as well. Like it sucks. Okay, I wasted 74 cents. Who cares? I can find that in my couch.
Yeah.
So and then I also got this game called Windbound. Um, it kind of it gave me like Breath of Wild feels, but like you get stranded in this island and you kind of have to build your like a raft to get through the
Same with
different
this game again.
islands and
Windbound.
Windbound. Yeah, it came out a couple years ago. Um, it was $3. It looked really good, and it was on my wish list. I've been wanting it for a while, and it finally went on sale, so I picked it up. So,
I'd say more like
but
Wind Waker, but yeah. But no,
yeah,
I'm looking at
Breath
the
of the
images.
Wild
This looks
meets
kind of
Wind
cool.
Waker. So, but yeah, it looks really good. It kind of gave me Zelda vibes, so that's why I got it.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. So real quick, I'm going to share and all right,
what are you
fuck that one.
sharing?
All right, so 2 games I checked out recently. One is Throw a Burrito. Have you guys ever heard of this game?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, by the same people that do Exploding Kittens. So
Yeah,
New
that's
Year's,
who
all the kids played that.
Mantis. Mantis is by the same people who did Exploding Kittens too.
Okay,
So,
but yeah,
did you
no,
get the
this
chance
this
to
was a
play it?
super fun game. Yeah, yeah, I got to play it the night after because we had it was our 3 kids and the neighbor kid. So I'm just like I'm gonna let them
So,
figure it out because otherwise I would play and I would destroy everybody. And I did.
I've played
I
with my
did the
kids,
next night.
and like I
Hmm.
got the one where you match, and you have to, and as soon as you match, you just pick it up and you gotta throw it at somebody, just you,
Yep.
right? And
Hmm.
like I matched, and then I picked it up and threw it, and like it straight up hit my daughter in the face, like she was like,
Yeah.
she was about to cry, but they're pretty soft. I'm like, you're fine. We
Oh
started
yeah, no,
laughing.
we were just chucking them at each other just for shits and giggles afterwards, just because. However, though, another game I played is Strike. So the entire concept is you open up the top of the box, and
Okay.
then you just have this soft thing in the middle to roll your dice on. Everybody gets the same amount of dice. So whoever starts, they take one die and they throw it on there, and it's a number. You know, so one through either X through six. If it was an X, you gotta pick it up and roll it again. So everybody has to take all of their dice. No, one dice at a time and throw it in there. And then if you have to keep rolling until you get a match. If you get a match, you get to take anything that matches. You're allowed to hit the other
Hmm.
dice and the rollover. So if you get 3 4s on it, then you get to take all three. If somebody gets it to where all of the dice are out of there, then you have to take all of your dice. You have to throw them in there. If none of them match, then you're out. So pretty much you just don't want to run out of dice. But it's a super easy game to learn, and it's super fast
Sounds
paced. So
interesting. Yeah.
anybody can learn it. So yeah, if you're looking for like a game to just not have to think about, because you play once just to show everybody how it plays. Then after that, you actually play for real. It only takes a couple minutes to teach everybody. But
This is
no,
by
if anybody's looking for
Ravensburger too. They
yeah,
make
so
some solid games.
if anybody's looking for like a game to have around the house where like, hey, we've got like a
What's
half hour not to do anything. What?
what's Harry Potter Strike?
Um, I think it's the exact same thing, just instead of 1 through 6, it's just
That's probably
different
something I
type of
would go
dice.
for. The Harry
Yeah,
Potter
as
Strike dice.
far as I know, they're the exact same game. It's just you get different colors and different stuff on the die.
Huh. Speaking of board games too, like because I went to my mom's house and my mom's a hoarder. Not like a hoarder in a bad way,
Mm-hmm.
but she keeps everything sentimental stuff like that in a nice organized way. Because you've seen hoarders, they just throw everything away, throw everything, and it's just a mess. She keeps
Yeah.
everything in a nice, organized fashion. She still has memories from like when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I'm like, she asked me, she's like, "Do you like?" She busted out, like she told me, she's like, "Hey, I have a bunch of your old Dragon Ball Z, um, or Dragon Ball GT, I think, videos." And I'm like, "Do you want those?" I'm like, "No." Because back in the 90s, GT was Japanese and Japan only. So I I found a store me and my buddy used to go to. We used to buy bootleg versions of Dragon Ball GT just so we can watch them. I mean, they were
Oh, they're
bad.
bootlegs. I about to say if they were originals, you probably should have at least taken them and tried to sell them for like double the price you bought them for at least.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah, if they're
I
bootleg, then no.
no, I had all, like, remember the Dragon Ball Z? They had all the pictures you could connect. Like you bought the VHS, and every time you buy a VHS, it connected to a bigger picture once you completed the whole
Oh yeah,
arc.
a few franchises did that. Yeah, so the more you
Yeah,
got, you'd have like the entire set making one image on your wall. Yeah, that
I had that with Frieza, and I sold it. I bought the set for like $100. I sold it for like $300 long time ago.
nice.
So I did sell those sets that had the pictures. I had all of them. I had all the way from Frieza. Yeah, I had all from Frieza all the way to Boo. I had the entire picture. So, and I not only that, but like the uncut and edited, because at the time that was a thing, uncut versus edited.
Hmm.
The uncut and edited had two different pictures. I had both, so I pre-ordered both, uncut and edited, so I can collect the picture. Sold it off for a pretty penny. Um, but yeah, so I was gonna say um, that's Rabbit Trail. So my mom was like, "Hey, I got some of these board games. Do you want them?" And I saw one that caught my eye, and it came out in 2002. Um, it came out when this certain movie came out. I'll explain it. And it was made by Milton Bradley. Milton Bradley doesn't really do as many games as he used to. Um,
Hmm.
this came out in 2002 when Star Wars Attack of the Clones came out. And when that game came out, they released two games, right? One of which is one of my favorite games of all time, Star Wars Epic Duels. You
Oh
guys ever played
yeah,
that?
I never played it, but I've seen so many like videos and stuff of it. It's like this is terrible but awesome all at the same time.
Dude, it's
I've
it's
I, I've never played it, but I've heard of it.
dude, it is one of the best board games of all time. We'll
Mm.
have to get together and play.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about video games. Yes, I have heard about it. I've never played it. I downloaded the assets on what's
It's
that
on Tabletop
on
Simulator, I think.
Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, I downloaded all the assets,
In
but
fact,
I've just never got around to playing it.
Tabletop Simulator, I think they expanded on it, which is pretty cool. But
Hmm.
anywho, but so there's another
Like an
game that also
expansion
came
pack
out
type
during that
thing.
time. Yeah, and there's another game that came out during the time. It was called Jedi Unleashed. And really that one, if I remember right, it's the Battle of Geonosis. So it's when you can pick Obi-Wan or Anakin, and you have to try to destroy as many battle drones as you can before the that little, I can't remember what it's called, that rhino looking thing destroys
Yeah.
you. So,
Okay.
but
So it's
this
like
was
a
a
horde mode
2002
type
game.
game,
Yeah,
co-op.
right. So it's pretty cool. It's co-op, but at the same time, uh, whoever kills the most droids at the end wins. So
That actually sounds pretty fun. Star
so yeah, it's pretty neat. So and I also picked. I had this game that a board game was called War in the Worlds, Carmen San Diego. This was like my childhood too. So I was like, oh, cool. So I took those two games. So, but yeah. But anyways, that's enough on nerding out on what we did this week for nerd. You know, board game. We kind of touched a little bit on board games. That's gonna be a that'll be a good topic
However,
this
though,
week
did you
though
ever
when we get
play
there. Is
Star Wars Rebellion? Star Wars
that a
Rebellion's a
board?
great one. That's it.
Is
Yeah,
that a
it's a
board game?
board game. Here, let me just share one more time.
When did this come
Screen.
out?
I don't know enough. I've only played it once. It's about a 4 hour board game, and
Oh wow, okay.
it's a good one. So you can either play as the Empire or you can play as the Rebellion. Um, you can
Oh, I've
construct Death
seen
Stars and
this
everything.
game.
This is a it is a good one.
They have one. They have several different things. I've seen that game.
Hmm.
Because it came. It's by what's his name? Isn't it by Fantasy Flight Games? Yes, I see it.
Yes.
Fantasy Flight Games.
Yeah.
So they make those long super games. They're super cool. They're really known for the Cthulhu series. They made a whole thing with Cthulhu, which is really cool. Um, so oh sorry, Rabbit Trail. But no, like they have also a game with X-wing miniatures. I got into with a buddy. I really want to do it again. I really want to play with him again because when the one time I played with him, um, I was in a drinking phase, and I was every time I was like, oh, every time you do damage, I'm gonna take a shot. I had eight shots of vodka. I had like a fourth bottle of vodka. It was bad. I was so drunk. And
Wow.
then he's like, I think I'm gonna leave and I want to go. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I drove somewhere like an idiot, but what? But yeah, they
Been
have
there, done that.
they also have this one that I want to get. It's on my list. It's Star Wars: The Clone Wars by Z-Man Games. Here I'll show you. But it's really cool. It's you are you familiar with the game Pandemic? The Pandemic game?
Yeah, Pandemic. I played that. Yeah, I played the Pandemic one. I didn't play the. I only played it through once. Apparently, it's a game you can play multiple times. Well, I think there's two versions of like the Pandemic game. Um, there's one that's strictly co-op, and there's another one I think that just has more features to it. But yeah, I played it once with my cousin. We did the whole co-op thing. He's the one. My cousin Brian, he's the one with all of the board games. Honestly, if we ever have
This
a
thing right
board
here.
game, yeah, if we ever have a board game episode, I bet he would be fun to have on.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this right here, this is you're like you kind of you pick who you want to do and you wage war against the separatists. So like you pick your character here. Of course, if I ever played this game, I would be picking a Soko Tano every single time. Who else? Why else would I pick anyone else? But it's really
Okay, so
cool.
it's the pandemic game, but the
It's the
mechanics are
pandemic game,
based around.
but it's based around Star Wars. They also
Hey, put
have
that in
one like
our
this.
group me chat.
Okay, they also have one like this, which I do have. Um, you guys familiar with World of Warcraft, right?
What about WoW?
You're familiar
Yeah.
with it, right?
Yeah, familiar
Okay.
with it. Yeah.
I have one that's the same thing like this, but it's which one called? Wrath of the Lich King. Uh, let's see. I have yet to play it because I don't have anyone that can that would be really good at playing it with me. So,
Well,
but
if you ever wanted to get down on Tabletop Simulator and like
right here, see,
just play games there, okay.
like this is it's the same concept. Of course, on this one you have to fight the premises. You pick your heroes and then you fight against the battle the minions of the Lich King. Um, of course, on this one I'll pick Sylvanas every single time, but But let's move on to our. We're just nerding out about these stuff. It's we went on a rabbit trail big time. We'll have a board game
A little bit, a little bit,
board
a
game
little bit.
episode. We'll have a board game episode. Where we talk in depth about these board games and
Well,
what
hold on, Ray.
type
Do
of
you
board
play
games
any
you like to
board, or
play.
have you played a whole lot of board games, or?
Not a damn bit like the ones you guys are talking about. But I mean, I played, Monopoly. I played Jumanji. I played, you know,
Okay.
Jumanji's really fucking fun. But
Yeah, as always, Ray's just outdated. You know,
Oh shit, I forgot. Oh,
Jumanji is super
hope.
cool, and not a lot of people play it. And I have the original Jumanji that came out with the movie all that time ago. It's like actual wood and everything.
Nice. Oh, by the way, if we're going to be streaming next week, I can't on Saturday due to the fact I will be playing Twilight Imperium, and I don't know how late it's going to be till I get home. So
let's do
unless you guys do
Sunday
an
because I
episode
want.
without me,
Let's
yeah,
do
it'll be
Sunday because
Sunday.
I want to hear about
Well,
that.
when are we doing? I know this is off topic too, but when the heck are we doing this Lethal Company? I've been waiting for so long.
We'll talk about that later. Let's move on.
We
Always
might be
Uh,
able to do it
later.
this week. If not this week, then next week. But yeah, so it'll soon. Yeah,
um,
but continue.
so let's move on to our news segment. So let's move on to our nerd news. Um, so January 1st, Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse went to public domain. Just Steamboat Willie, does not the Mickey Mouse that we know from like the modern days. Just
Oh boy.
Steamboat Willie, right?
And they have
And
already. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna hurry get in there. Go ahead. Sorry. Hurry up.
yeah,
Get to
yeah,
the point.
and they're already releasing a horror game for it called Infestation 88. You seen? I showed the trailer for it. Um,
And a
they're
movie.
releasing that. Yeah, they're releasing a movie too. Infestation 88 is like there's this infestation going on, and you go to investigate, and like there's a steamboat, and then like you're going around, and all of a sudden you see a steamboat oozing Willie, Steamboat Willie just oozing, and he's ready to kill you. It looks pretty cool. I think when it drops, we should get it and stream it.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
100%.
and then they're doing a movie called Mickey Mouse's Trap.
Yeah.
So it's just about these
Oh
group
yeah,
of kids.
Mickey's
Like you guys
Mousetrap.
watch
Yeah.
the trailer?
Yeah, I watched it. It doesn't look good by any means. It's
Oh
almost
no,
like
but you remember when they
what
did
was it?
public domain? We need
What
to
do you
Yeah.
prove
mean?
blood
This
and
shit looks
honey.
amazing.
We need to prove blood and honey. Like that looked terrible. I
I
never
still need
watched
to
it.
watch it. But yeah, no, it's
Me
one of those
too.
things. It looks terrible, but I still want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks better
No,
than
for
that
sure.
fucking what is it? Terrified or the clown one?
Terrifier?
The one with the weird.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's
was a
Terrifier.
terrible movie, and they got two of them.
Yeah, it's coming out with the third one too, but Rabbit Trail.
Oh god.
The other thing too, Avatar, Avatar.net, the official website for Avatar news and stuff like that. They announced they're releasing a new Avatar series on Paramount Plus. And it's going to take the next cycle is coming. It's going to be the Earthbend. It's going to be the Earthbender. So
I
it's
thought
100 years.
Netflix.
Huh?
Oh no, because Netflix is getting the live action, so that
Yeah,
means
yeah,
Paramount is getting the. Oh, thank God I
yeah.
subscribed to Paramount.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
100.
You
Huh?
got me. You got me confused now. Are we talking about Avatar: The Last
Last
Airbender or
Airbender. Yeah,
Avatar with the blue
gotta make sure.
motherfuckers?
Yeah,
No,
There's two
there's
avatars.
the tall Smurfs, and then there's the good one.
Yeah. Hi. I love the tall Smurfs.
I didn't say it was bad. I said tall Smurfs and the good one. because
Right.
one was obviously better.
Feel like you're hating.
but
So, Avatar: The
but yeah,
Last Airbender is what we're talking about.
Hmm.
yeah, that's the best one.
Okay. Alright, continue.
So um, I have some notes here. Sorry, if not, I don't, I can't keep track of it.
I knew
Um,
they were coming out with the new one. I know that the original creators are heavily involved. I think they almost did some stuff like a couple years ago, but they were getting so off track. They were like, "No, we're not going to have another, you know, Last Airbender movie / cartoon." So yeah, I think from what I heard last, both the live action and the new animated series, I think they're both that the original, at least the top two original creators, are involved. So hopefully, it's not dog shit.
right. Um, so and then they of course 4 new Star Wars shows are coming out this year. You got the Skeleton Crew, the Acolyte,
Acolyte.
Bad Batch season 3, and then Tales of the Jedi season 2.
That's exciting.
So Bad Batch season,
Tales of the
huh?
Jedi and Bad Batch are the two I'm most excited about.
I've never finished Bad Batch. I couldn't get into it.
Really,
So
I mean, it's not as good as you know the original Clone Wars, but it's still good. They have their
yeah, I have to.
moments.
I'll have to watch it. I mean, I can. I'll have to binge it. I can have to. And then of course Jack Black. He's becoming a legend. He's the voice of Bowser, right? And of course, this year he also landed the voice of Claptrap from Borderlands. So the Borderlands
Say
movie.
becoming a legend. He is a legend.
Yeah, he's
Now
always been a legend.
he's becoming a video game legend now because not only is he a legend with Tenacious D, right, and all the stuff he's done, he's now becoming the king of video game voiceovers. So because he's Bowser, he's gonna do Claptrap, and then he's just recently announced that he's gonna be Steve from Minecraft, on the Minecraft movie.
I could see
Really?
Steve. They
Really?
already
You can
have
see
a.
Steve?
I could see him as
Yeah.
Steve. However, though,
So
I'm not sure how I feel. Like, don't get me wrong, love Jack Black. He's an absolute legend. I could pretty much recite every single lyric from his first, from their first album. Um, but I feel like they already have a voice actor for Claptrap. Why wouldn't they just move him over? That, and also like
I don't know.
like there's already a voice actor. Why?
I don't know, but he's the voice of Claptrap. So
We'll
so
see.
but and then of course there's a bunch of anime that premiered. Solo Leveling, that just came out today. Well, it came out yesterday technically. Um, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the first episode yet, but oof, it was good. It was really good. I'm
No,
excited to
I
watch
didn't
it.
even know that that came out, but I was pretty sure that it was going to be good. I mean, it's that solo
I've been waiting
leveling.
for
I
it.
didn't even know it came. What did it come out on?
I have
What's the
Crunchyroll, so I
shtick?
just watch it. So it, it it's kind of like a mixture. Once again, it's real popular. It's kind of like an uh isekai type genre type deal, but this one has a different twist on it. Instead of you going to a different world comes to you. So 10 years ago, uh, these uh, these portals started opening up everywhere, and these monsters started coming out, and conventional means did not work on them, like guns, bullets. It did not do anything to them. And at the same time, when these portals started appearing, uh, people started awakening their latent abilities, and they go and started getting tested to see how powerful they were, and they became known as hunters. And you have like E rank, D rank, C, B, A, and then of course the legendary S class. And
Yeah.
the main character is this E class rank, and they kind of make fun of him because he's kind of known as the weakest hunter in the world. So like he's so weak he can't even kill an E rank raid where most people can, by themselves.
Hmm.
And I guess and then one day the premise is one day he goes into this dungeon, gets slaughtered, and they show this in the first episode, but they haven't told you what happened. But the premise tells you that he gets slaughtered, and also he wakes up with the system and he starts leveling, much better. That's the
Hmm.
premise.
How dare you ruin this for me?
Hey, he
It's
didn't.
it's it,
Don't
it's in the
No,
ruin it.
no,
premise.
no,
It's in the
no,
premise.
no.
So
Because now I know he gets slaughtered and I can never watch it now.
Well, it's the first
that's your fault.
episode.
No,
That's your fault.
no, no. It's all
Oh,
fucked now.
I finally watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like that movie was fantastic,
Oh,
by the way.
Really? Dude,
dude,
I
that
found
movie's
it
so
so
good.
boring. Why
It
Really?
does
was so
everyone like
good.
it? I hated
God,
it.
Cause
somebody needs to
it's so
drop some
I thought it
good.
was
acid.
so stupid. It was very slow. Very
No,
slow.
no, it wasn't.
It was
The
Like just from
beginning
the
so
was a
get
little
slow.
go,
slow. It
it was
took me a
still
No,
minute to
not
get
good.
from the
into it,
get
but
go. From the very beginning, it was very, very slow, and I was just
The
like,
only thing I did not like was
here's
the hot dog fingers.
dude, that part made me want to throw the fuck up. Ew. Don't you get those grubby, floppy little fucking
so
nah.
Ray. My question is, how
Huh.
many times have you hallucinated?
Zero? Good
Zero?
guy. Yeah. Why
Okay.
does that surprise everyone? Yes, I have not
I don't know.
hallucinated my entire
Because it's
life.
Ray. I mean, I don't know. You look like you like to party. You know,
No,
my name
Yeah.
my name's Tom, and I like to party. I
no,
mean, I'm
Ray
getting
does
too
not
old for
like to
that shit,
party.
but
I'm too old to party for sure.
yeah,
And this is
no,
it's like this is Ray, and I like to spend my money on girls. That's Ray.
yeah,
Ray likes to
no,
spend his money on his daughter, and that is it. I don't do
yeah, and then the girls spend money on him. But no, that movie, like by the end of it, was such like just a, like I knew exactly what was going on the whole time, but like, like my brain kind of started going into a party mode again. I'm like, oh man, I would love to watch this again, not in this frame of mind.
But the
But yeah,
final
that
piece
was
of
good.
news, is I guess there's a 13-year-old prodigy that beat the original Tetris. So apparently, he got to level 157 at 9,999,999 points. And he got to level 57. He was about to drop a piece. He created a line, and the game froze. So you can't go past that. Once you hit max score, it freezes.
So
So
could you hit max score before one? Like I don't know how the scoring goes. So what theoretically could you get it like 156? Could you hit max score? I'm not
probably,
saying you know this, but now I'm kind of like questioning how the mechanics of
yeah,
this
it
work.
could be. But the game, I know the game froze at like, and the kid was like, "Oh my god," it was funny. So, but now let's talk about the subject at hand. Okay, we kind of want to discuss our favorite Pokemon slash best Pokemon versus, and then we also want to talk about best Pokemon villain. So let's talk about best Pokemon villains. So as far as I mean, we're kind of gonna go hit like the villains, human wise, and then also Pokemon type villains. Um, if you play the OG villain, the OG Pokemon, you got Team Rocket. I mean, Team Rocket is was legendary. I mean, they're especially if you watch the Pokemon show, they're there throughout. Even though there's other villains like the Team Galactica team or Team Galactic, Team Yell. Even though they're all there, Jesse and James are still in the series until the very end. So Team
Do
Rocket,
they
they're
have
just
Team
always
Yell in
there.
the new anime shows, or no?
I
Or
think
do we know?
so. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I know it's put, but I haven't really
Team
watched the new
Rocket?
shows. Team
Team
Rocket,
Rocket's
yeah.
in all of them. They just replace who's in it, but Team Rocket's
Yeah, I
always
mean
there.
Jesse and James were in it for a long time. I think they recently got replaced. But you got Jesse and James, and then the leader of Team Rocket, Giovanni. It was pretty sick, and then he ended up being the eighth gym leader or the seventh gym leader.
Hmm.
I thought he was pretty cool with his Persian, just petting it. It was pretty, I never saw a Persian more menacing than that.
I think I'm going to when I go to bed tonight and watch my stuff, random stuff when I go to bed. I think I'm going to watch. I'm going to go look up a video on the entire history of Team Rocket, like, you know, what because like we kind of I have an idea of what Giovanni wants. He just wants the rarest Pokemon for himself, and eventually he
Yeah,
clones Pokemon and all that kind of good stuff. But like, what else is about it? Do these teams, between Team Yell and Team Rocket, do they fight each other ever? I mean, is there territory wars? Are they like mobs? Like, Now I've got all these
No,
questions like I wasn't thinking about before until like literally just now.
I think that as far as villains, the two teams that I know of, because I don't know who what it was in second gen. I can tell you first gen, fourth gen, seventh gen, and eighth gen, right? Those are the
Mhm.
ones I played the most. Fourth gen, it was Team Galactic, and they wanted the rule. They wanted to pretty much like find Arceus for themselves and rule, because Arceus is the god of space and time, and one of the most powerful Pokemon in the entire series, like in itself. And they kind of wanted to rule that. Team Yell they didn't really do a whole lot. I felt like they're just like just bullies. You know, they wanted their friend Marnie to just be the best Pokemon trainer, so they're just bullies stealing Pokemon. It was stupid. And
Yeah,
then
playing that.
the
Yeah, on Sword and Shield, like I couldn't take them serious. I mean, it's not like I take Team Rocket all that serious, but like just seeing like how they dress and how they look, and it's like, come
yeah,
on, like give me at least a semi-menacing bad guy, or at least bad group.
right. And then like in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they had Team Star. Um, they were pretty much they created this team because they had different ideas in this academy, and they got rejected, and they felt rejected. They got bullied, so they went and they formed their own team to bully the other kids. I'm like, oh, okay, so once again, it wasn't really that menacing at all. I thought Team Rocket was the most menacing because
They could have reached out at
Giovanni
school or something.
Giovanni actually wanted to do something. We're Team Galactic. They wanted to do something that would actually influence the world. Team Star was just a bunch of whiny babies, and Team Yell was just a bunch of wannabe subordinates, pretty much. Lackeys. So, and like, and if you played Pokemon Sword and Shield, she didn't even like it. She's like, "Stop!" And they're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We love you. Go, go, go." So, um, but as far as that, I mean, as far as those character villains, I thought they were kind of stupid. Um,
Yeah, I haven't
and
gotten
he
too
thought,
far into. I mean, because I kind of played a little bit of the OG game. I unfortunately never really got that far into Pokemon, just due to the fact like I never had a Game Boy. My sister had a Game Boy Color, but of course, I was the younger brother, so it's not like she allowed me to touch her stuff. So, but I did start playing a little bit of the OG. I beat Pokemon Yellow on my phone because I downloaded an emulator and got down on that. But and then I haven't really played any. But heck, I don't think other than like maybe looking over somebody's shoulder for a second. I haven't really checked out any of the newer games until uh, Sword and Shield came out on the Switch. So I bought Shield first, and I played through most of it. Like I got all the way up and beat Leon, and then I don't know. Like I guess I've never gotten to like the Pokemon mindset where it's like, oh yeah, Pokemon's so cool, I want to binge the shit out of it. But Evan though, he's been playing, and I've just been watching him, and then I've been having to like walk out of the room because it's like, dude, why didn't you just use this room and do this? Like, I'm having aneurysms because he's making these illogical decisions, and he's literally making decisions opposite of what I'm telling him to do. Even though like he
"Oh,
might lose
it's a
the battle.
Rattata. It's a Rattata. I only have a Master Ball. Let's throw it."
Yeah, no, he's got one Master Ball right now, and I do not want to be around for when he uses it on the dumbest Pokemon ever. I think he understands what the Master Ball is, and I think he understands he needs to wait for that perfect opportunity to use it. But I, I
I
watch
used
for
it
as
on
long as I
the.
can. I step away, and then I come back a few minutes later when he's done battling. Oh yeah,
I
but
used my Master
continuing
Ball on
the
the Shield Pokemon. That's what I used my Master
yeah,
Ball on.
yeah, that's what I'm kind of expecting for him to do too. Because he's almost done with Shield. As soon as he's done with Shield, we've got Sword, and I'm going to have him play through it and beat it and everything too. Because I'm telling him it's like, all right, so you've got these Pokemon here, and then you've got these Pokemon over here. Most of them are the same on both, but you got a few different ones. So you got to make sure you play both. But when he's done with Shield, he's going to start playing Scarlet because he got that for his birthday, and I've been looking some stuff up and talking to my buddy about that, and like it's a pretty cool concept how it's like completely open world and you're able to have your Pokemon follow you around, like Pikachu almost. So I want him to hurry up and beat the game because I'm not going to play the game. but I want him to play it so I could start, watching them.
Ray, any thoughts?
So when it comes to Pokemon, I mean, okay, so like I play like any thoughts on what Tom had to say?
No, just your thoughts on the thing. Best villain.
Oh yeah, okay, I was just making sure because I was gonna say like, new age stuff. Not too sure about. Master Ball sounds like something else to me. I mean, I know that they're there because I played Pokemon Go, but that's about the only thing I know about. I know, but on Pokemon Go, I'm Master Balling all over the place. But anyways, parks everywhere. My point is as far as villains go, like most evilest, I have to say Mewtwo, because I remember being a child watching as Pikachu so desperately tried to save his friend, his partner, his teammate, as Mewtwo, the bastard himself, decided to make a bunch of shitty ass knockoff clones to fight the real ones, and then all their tears came together to save Ash because Ash was dying. Mewtwo is an evil son bitch. I don't care if he got redemption.
Yeah. No,
Also,
at the time, yes, of course, I remember that movie came out, and one of my buddies, we literally went over to his house for like a watch party because his mom was cool enough to buy the movie for him, so we all went over to his house. We all watched the movie. It was pretty dope because that one wasn't in theaters, was it? I think it was a straight to DVD
No.
release. I believe. I think it
no,
came
it
out in
came out in
theaters out in
theaters.
Japan. I think
It came
Japan
out.
it
It
came out
came
in
to the
theaters.
U.S. It came to the U.S. because I remember taking my brothers to see it, and it came out in the '90s. It was Pokemon the first movie, and if you were one of the first 50 people there, you got this rare Mew card. Um, so that they gave you, and they redid it too. They on Netflix they redid it, a computer generated one with updated
Mhm.
Pokemon and such. So it was pretty good. I mean, I watched it. So same concept, same story, but they updated the Pokemon. I mean, we talked about the humans. I mean, if we're talking about like evil Pokemon, are we talking about evil Pokemon based on like what Mewtwo did, or just evil Pokemon in general?
Mewtwo is evil no matter what the situation. I don't care if it's what they did. I don't care what type they are. He is the
Well,
original dickweed.
if you watch Detective Pikachu, Mewtwo's not evil. Mewtwo is trying to save the Pokemon world.
Yeah, and you know what? That's why you haven't seen a sequel.
Why? Because there was no evil Mewtwo.
No, because Dookie.
Detective Pikachu was really good.
And now,
I enjoyed it.
obviously not enough for round two, so.
But like so if you want to hit evil Pokemon, there's this Pokemon. It's called I think it's pronounced Gorbis. It's this cute little water type Pokemon. You know, here I'll show you the screen. It's a cute little water type Pokemon. See, look how cute that is. You wouldn't think that's menacing, right? You know,
I
Looks
can't
like a
see it yet.
swordfish who would murder somebody.
can you see it, Ray?
Click the X on that ad. Get rid of the
No, I
ad.
can't. No, it's not because of an ad. It's because of internet.
No, the other X. There you go.
But yeah. Anyways, it's a little cute fish. Just look it up on your phone. Gorbis.
No, I don't want to look it up on the phone. I want to see it on the share screen.
Don't
Can't
tell
But
me
give me
what to
5
do.
seconds.
You're not my dad.
Fine.
Gorbis is
Well,
cruel.
How
Okay,
do you spell Gorbis? Because if you expect me to spell Gorbis, I can barely speak English.
Gorebyss. So Gorbis is cruel. He pretty much what this Pokemon does. He stabs other Pokemon and then he drains them of their bodily fluids, killing them slowly, if not at all. And yeah, so yep, that's
Um,
what he does.
um, apparently, in its Pokemon wiki, Gorbis is a very attractive Pokemon.
That's
That's
probably
the
why.
first
Oh, it's
line.
so cute, and then it kills you. Now, like another evil Pokemon is, let's see here. Uh, that I saw it was where is it? It's Palasso Sand or Palace Sand. I think it was called Palo Sand. It's a ghost ground Pokemon. It appears to be an innocent sandcastle, but in reality, it is a monster that pretty much it's like each grain of sand is sentient and it possesses people to mold them, and then it before draining the person of their life essence, they drain the person of the life essence, and then they store the bones beneath them. Now these Pokemon are evil, you know. So in the
that
show they,
for Pokemon,
oh
and they keep
yeah,
attacking you. Just what would happen if you shoot them, or at least a taser? But the thing is, though, you can only use a taser on certain Pokemon because if you did it to a Pikachu, you just make Pikachu more powerful. If you try to use a taser on Magmar, probably just melt the leads.
right.
But it's like maybe a beanbag shotgun or something at the minimum. You know, give them some pain.
So before I hit the this one Pokemon thing, because this list is extensive. Now, do you think some like, okay, so for example, there's one that I'll hit before I do this. Mimikuru. It's the Pokemon that uh that's so evil looking. No one looks like, but it's got like a sheet and there's a poorly drawn Pikachu and a wooden tail, a piece of wood for its tail. Um, you know what I'm talking about? But anywho, that Pokemon, if it mimics
The
Pikachu because
Pokemon
Pikachu
that has a poorly drawn Pokemon on his shirt,
poorly drawn Pikachu.
and this is a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's called Mimikuru. Here, I'll show you. I'll share my screen. This one right here, Mimikuru or Kairu or Caillou. I think it's Mimi. I thought it was Mimi. Whatever. But what this Pokemon does is if you touch it, right, it will kill you because it doesn't want to be touched. It's just wanting to be like Pikachu, but they didn't know how to do it, so that's how they did it. That's how they did themselves. This is like menacing thing. So
Dang it, dude! Listen, I can't. Okay, I tried to type in Mimi Guru, and I got a bunch of weird pictures of gurus and that weird meme. Okay, I can't find it, and you end the share thing before I can see it.
Mimikyu Mimikuru. But anywho, so now are these Pokemon evil or are they just acting out of survival?
Well, I would say for that survival on most of them.
Oh yeah, that thing I know.
As
So
a sand viper or a king cobra, are they evil?
no,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think I think a lot of these Pokemon that are considered evil are just acting on survival. I mean, like
they're just
Gengar, he
misunderstood.
eats your dreams. He eats your dreams. He eats the dreams of children to survive and kills them. So, but is he necessarily evil, or is he just a troll, or he's just trying to survive? You know. So now there's one Pokemon that I would say is legit evil. It's Garatini. This one was created, like I said, by the most powerful Pokemon in the world in the Pokemon series. I think this one's considered the god of Pokemon, Arceus. Um, uh, Giratini was was just literally evil incarnate. He was just violent for no reason, stuff like that. And he was banished to the distortion world. That's a place that's on the reverse side of the real world. And that's where he resides. But he's like a ghost dragon type. Um, so yeah, he's probably one of the ones. So you know, he just has he. I
I don't
think
know
he's the
that
fourth
one
gen,
Pokemon that literally has the fucking insta kill. He might be evil. Because you said he has the
but
insta kill just because he doesn't want to be touched, right?
yeah, he kills you. Mimikuru, he just kills you because he doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah,
So
that one's a little fucking evil.
Yeah,
it could be a survival instinct. What if you try to if someone tries to choke you Are you gonna let them choke you, or are you gonna try to kill them?
Yeah. But also, if I go to pet your fucking dog and it goes to bite my fucking arm off, I'm punting the thing across the room because it's a dickhead. And this guy's literally just sitting there going, you know what? You tried to poke me and play balls with fucking fetch with me. I'm now gonna insta kill you, bitch. Zap. Like he's just a dickhead. You know, you could be like, hey, you want some of my fucking mochi? And he's just like, no, die.
But yeah, I
Eh,
mean, as far as like evil Pokemon, that's what I go with. Um, let's
You know
talk
what a
about
really
our
evil Pokemon though?
what's
Lopunny.
that?
Lopunny.
Lopunny?
Yeah.
Lopunny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
a I got a Lopunny Batman. Have you guys seen that?
I'm not.
Okay, I put it in the chat. Make sure you guys watch that as soon as we're done.
I will.
well,
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I didn't know what a low pony was, and whenever I googled it, people I don't think people dislike Lupani because
No.
the images that pulled up are very bad.
No.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
I got a
Oh,
Lopunny
I've seen
Batman.
that.
You know what I'm gonna do with it?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh God, poor Lupani. Ugh.
I love the internet. Certain rules on the
Let's see.
Pokemon. Well, certain rules
Sergio's
on the
too
internet
excited to
shouldn't
look it
happen.
up. You hear how fast
Anywho,
that man's
okay.
typing? He's like Lupani, Lupani, Lupani.
So okay. So let's hit our best Pokemon. Who wants to go first? Who do you think the best Pokemon is? You don't have to necessarily pick one, but
I,
I
I
think
gotta
I
I
have like
gotta go
four.
with Blastoid. Squirtle.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah,
Blastoise.
Blastoise is always like my
Yeah.
all times go. Because again, grew up in the OG. Like I know Bulbasaur was the best one to pick, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I've always been a fan of like the water Pokemon and everything. Versus fire, grass. Blue's always been more of my favorite color on that. I feel like if I ever had superpowers and I couldn't be like Superman, I think controlling water would be pretty dope. So I think that's the reasons why I like Bulbasaur so much. Plus he's a fucking cool little turtle.
So you're both gonna go with Bulbasaur?
No, not Bulbasaur.
Not Bulbasaur, Blastoise.
Blastoise. Especially the Mega
You
was that Mega Blastoise or what? I forgot what it
yeah
is, but
his
he's got that
like
extra
evolution.
cannon like out of his back versus just the two.
yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean, I like him just because he's cool, but I also I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other cool ones out there, like Eternatus from the most recent Pokemon game. He's a pretty
Eternatus
fun
was
to
pretty
battle with.
cool.
Yeah,
He was a what dragon poison type.
yeah,
He's one of the ones I put on my main team and started competing with. He was pretty good in competitions until he got
hmm
banned. They banned him because he was just broken.
yeah,
I gave him like I gave him like sludge ball, and it was just like the most potent poison. Just like one hit would nearly kill you, and then the poison would just take you out.
yep,
And he was just yeah, they banned him.
yeah.
And
He's
the
a
other
little
reason they banned him is because of his Dynamax. He couldn't Dynamax, but yet he had the Dynamax cannon, which
yep.
destroyed Dynamax stuff. And so
hmm
yeah, he got
I
banned within
can't. Okay,
the first week of competitions. That was so bad.
I bet.
So
I can't remember exactly what the name was, and I couldn't find him. But I'm gonna go with my gut here, and I want to say it's Lucario or Lugario.
Yeah,
Lucario.
Lucario. Yeah,
Lucario,
Yeah,
yeah,
the little
yeah,
wolf-looking dude. I
yeah.
fucking dig the shit out of him too. He's probably my number. Like he's right there next to
He's
Bulbasaur because
a he's a I think he's a
his
fighting
fucking
psychic.
yeah,
he.
and his fucking specialty is the Kamehameha wave, and I fucking love that.
I always used
You're
him.
talking about from Smash Brothers.
Smash. Yeah, well, on Smash Bros.
Yeah.
When I played him, like when you actually play the story mode, like he was one of the first
Yeah,
guys you could pick up and everything. So I got pretty decent with him.
Yeah,
yeah.
and he has a
There's a
Just
fucking
because he was one of the
few.
first ones to
Kamehameha.
pick up. Yeah.
There's a
What?
few characters that got popular from Smash Brothers. I mean,
hmm
Pikachu. I mean, Pikachu is popular. It's like Pikachu is what Mario is to his own franchise. Pikachu's the face of Pokemon.
Oh
So,
yeah, 100%.
um, Pikachu was in Smash Brothers. And then they added Mewtwo in Melee. I
hmm
don't know if you remember that Mewtwo, and then
Yeah.
Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff has always been in there.
Jigglypuff
So
was one of the OG. Yeah, then I got Incineroar. Of course, they
Cinnamore,
got the Pokemon trainer
Greninja,
with
Greninja
Greninja.
got
Yeah,
popular too. Like he came in
I
what
think he's one of the
Smash U.
competition ones. Yeah,
So he came in Smash U. That's when he first came. No, not Smash U. Smash
Although you know who the most like
for
OP
Smash for the
Pokemon
Wii.
is?
No, Wii U. Yeah, that is Smash U. So Smash U. Who you getting?
Smash you
Who's
too.
one of the most OP?
Ditto.
Who who's one of the most
Uh,
OP Pokemon?
Ditto's trash.
Ditto.
Ditto's horrible.
No, he's not. He
He's
can
not that
copy
good.
any Pokemon.
I mean, he could
Yeah, but
copy any
then
Pokemon, but he
Sure,
doesn't
he
have the same
Herschel.
perks as other people.
Yes, he does. He totally does. Like, yeah, sure. Whenever he copies them, he has like an extra chromosome. But Ditto is OP.
no. Whenever I fought
No,
a
if you
Ditto, I
actually
just one
battle,
shot him.
because if you play as Ditto, like yeah, you could copy the moves and everything, but since he's not actually like being evolved, since you're not battling with the same way, he's not getting the same stats as playing actually as that Pokemon, so he's
Right.
not getting the same perks. So yeah, in theory he's OP, but in actual application he's trash.
So, but
Haters.
let's see. Me personally, I can name four one of the top that are my favorites, right? I'm a big fan of Gengar. I mean, he's been since OG. He's been almost every Pokemon game. Gengar's just he's the troll of Pokemon. You
Yeah,
know,
Gengar is pretty
especially
cool.
in
I
the
always played when I played Pokemon. Oh my god, what was that game on the N64? Pokemon Stadium. He was always one
oh
of my
yeah,
go-tos when I created my team.
he's strong and fast, but he's not very good defensively from every time I played. But once again, you get him, and you give him like the strongest poison attack, so he just wrecks you.
He's like one of those
I
glass cannons. Yeah, he can deal a lot.
yeah,
You'll put him in. You'll do a shit ton of damage to like a couple Pokemon, and then you take him out and you finish. You clean up with somebody else.
right. So I typically put him on my main team almost every Pokemon game just because. But sometimes I don't because sometimes I don't have someone to trade with because he's still the same thing since the Game Boy days. You have to evolve Haunter by trading with somebody. So stupid.
Hmm.
Um,
Speaking of
and
which,
that
okay, last one.
huh?
Because you said I can have however many. You fucking started this rabbit hole, Serge. I just
No,
want to
you
say
can
that
have
first.
everything you like. I don't care.
And then Eevee. Eevee's my last one.
Just the plain Eevee or just Eevee in general because it evolves into like different
All
ones.
the
Eevee, just Eevee
evolutions.
in general, because Eevee can literally turn into anything.
Well,
Eevee,
Eevee
okay,
can only turn into one thing.
Well, yes, I know, but if you don't like it, throw it in the trash can like your fucking mother tried to do on prom night. I mean, you can always just get another one and try again. And if you know that the secret names to name it before you evolve it, you can get it to turn into specific ones, at least on Pokemon Go. Just saying.
Yeah.
well,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Then we'll get into my second one. My second favorite is Umbreon. It's the
Yeah.
it's the dark type that Eevee evolves into. If you evolve if you get his friendship really high, and you evolve him at night, he turns into Umbreon. So
And just
Umbreon
so
is
you
pretty
know,
cool.
Is that specifically Pokemon Go?
and
No,
also
I
in Pokemon Go,
that's
if
on
you give them a
that's on
specific
all the
name and then
Pokemons.
Oh, okay.
okay, I was gonna say in Pokemon Go, I know that if you change his name to a certain thing, I can't remember what it was, but you can literally Google it. But if you change his name to a specific name and then you just evolve him, doesn't matter what time of day, he'll automatically turn into that.
That's
It's
Pokemon
a little
Go.
cheat, I
But
figure.
like
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Umbreon, if he starts to like you, because there's a hidden thing called friendship, and so Eevee starts to like you, becomes friendly with you. During the night he
Whoa.
evolves into Umbreon. And during the day, if you evolve Eevee and he's friendly with you, it's Espeon. If you evolve Eevee anytime during the day with high friendship and he's got a fairy type move, he turns into Sylveon. And of course, Jolteon, uh, Leafeon, Vaporeon, Flareon, and Glaceon all require the stone.
See, Ray,
Lightning,
and what you
water,
don't know, if
leaf.
you put peanut butter on something, Eevee will get friendly with whatever that peanut butter's on.
That's right. That's the secret. I mean, well, whatever you want to cook in that thing. I mean, because you can cook in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You cook curry, so put curry on things. Eevee gets real friendly. But
I
yeah.
was just thinking
But
about it.
Umbreon is my favorite evolution. It's really powerful. In Pokemon Arceus, I fought with all the evolutions. It was really fun. It was really cool. Um, well, not all of them because you can't fit all of them on the team. I didn't include like Flareon or Jolteon, or not Flareon or Leaf or Flareon or Glaceon because I didn't need them. um, but but yeah, I mean, and then another one I like is Dragonite. I think Dragonite is pretty cool.
Dragonite's always
So,
been pretty dope. What do
The
we know about the?
mailman?
huh?
Are you talking
What?
about the mailman?
Yes, the mailman.
The Velvet.
However, though,
Okay, yeah.
was there ever any payoff to the giant Dragonite from the Pokemon show, like season
No,
one?
he could just deliver bigger packages.
No,
Nah, I don't remember. I never finished that show.
yeah, and same thing with Ho-Oh. Like, I wonder if there was ever a payoff with that too.
Yeah,
Huh.
because they just do some in the very first episode. Kind of like, oh, we're releasing new Pokemon. Here's Ho Ho. But it wasn't at the time that Pokemon didn't exist.
Yeah,
So technically, but I don't know if they ever did some sort of payoff. And then my fourth favorite one is I like Mew. I mean, forget Mewtwo. Mew is where it's at.
he's a little bitch.
Yeah, but Mew's so nice. He's playful. He took down Mewtwo.
Not
So
because they fought.
they fought in the
No,
Pokemon first movie.
well, yeah, but that's not. They didn't take him down. It was the power
Nah,
of
not at
friendship
all.
that took him down, and it didn't even take him down.
Yeah.
Just made him be like, okay, fine, I'll stop killing you, bitches. That doesn't even count.
And he tried to kill Ash. Man, fuck that man. Man, fuck anybody with Moo. Anybody with Mew, Hugh, Two, Few, I'll fuck you up.
No, no,
Me and
Mewtwo's fucking
fucking
awesome.
Raichu.
Especially
No.
having him as in your team and everything.
Do you ever play Pokken Tournament?
No,
Uh, whatever happened? Is that the one that was like a chess game but with Pokemon?
No.
No.
Pokken
Well,
Tournament
there's
Pokken hold on. Pokken Tournament is like it's a fighting Pokemon game that plays like Tekken, but you're like Pokemon. That's what's called Pokken instead of like, Tekken Pokken Tournament. It's on the Switch.
I was about to say
You,
that's a
you
Switch game, isn't it? Yeah.
it came out on the Wii U, then they redid it on the Switch, Pokken Tournament DX. And it is really, really good. So and they have like a new variation of Mewtwo on that. I can't remember what it's called, like Mewtwo Z or something like that. I don't remember, but
That's another game I need to pick
yeah,
up for Evan.
for Evan, yeah, yeah.
For Evan, yeah.
So,
Not for me.
there was this
but
version of Pokemon on your phone that you used to be able to get, and it was fucking amazing. It was literally like Pokemon and it were like it's kind of like Harry Potter chests where you have like different movable character pieces, but you could get your own Pokemon, and then once you get them on your team, you go up against somebody else, and you move it like chess. But then if your Pokemon comes in contact with the enemy's Pokemon, then it depends on what they are. Like they have their
was
own set moves,
was
and
that
then
a
you have to
mobile game?
decide. Yeah, and then you have to decide what move you wanted to use, and then whoever it's like a Pokemon battle, but it's chess. So if you
Find it
defeat
and
him, then
send
you
it
Yeah,
get to
to us.
move.
Side
I
They
note.
think
deleted it.
they shut it
Oh,
down.
They got rid.
They shut it
They
down.
got rid of it.
I wonder if I could find the
Hmm.
APK for it though, and still, I doubt it.
You
Oh man, there's this one game that
Yeah.
existed. Sorry, it was Death Star. It was some 8-bit Death Star game, and pretty much it was like you had to turn into like a hotel, like sleeping area, shopping areas, and stuff. And like they took that game down. I was very sad that it went. Sorry, it
Oh,
was
Tiny Death
Tiny
Star.
Death Star. That's what it was. Yeah, and you could
Yeah, I
even,
played that.
but if you downloaded the APK, it still wouldn't work, which was very heartbreaking.
Yeah, they shut that game down. I invested a lot in that game. So,
I didn't spend any
or
money,
whatever.
but definitely a lot of time.
So,
Another
but
side note though, there is actually an FPS chess game. I saw Real Civil Engineer and a couple other people playing it, but pretty much it was chess match, and you move your characters, and then depending on which one it is, I think like what your bishops were like snipers, and like your kings had like a big sword or something. But there's a game that came out semi recently. It's on Steam. But yeah, no, it's a chess game. But then you can only move via chess. But then if you get in contact with somebody like you guys are saying, then you have to actually do a one-on-one battle. Um, yeah, it's one of those
hmm,
games I want to pick up, but I just don't have the fucking time to play. Sorry.
yeah, I think that I mean I know a lot of like Pokemon from the first gen. If I see I don't know them all in order, but if I see like if I see anyone from first gen, I can tell you. I can't. It's not.
Yeah,
I'm starting to learn more of like the different gens. Like I liked you played Sword, right?
yeah.
That little lightning. I can't remember his name, but that little lightning dog. I think it was Yepper. It was called I think it was called Yepper. You know what
I
I'm
know who
talking
you're talking
about?
about, but yeah, the
The
electric
electric
dog,
dog.
yeah.
I thought it was
Then
so
it turns
cool, and then
into a
it turned.
green one.
No, it turns into like a yellow and brown one. It's like called Bolton or something like that. I thought it was super cool.
I thought it was so it looked like a Doge dog. At least the body was like a Doge dog, right? The electric dog you're
So
talking about?
yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll show you. It was called Yepper.
Yeah, Yamper.
Oh, maybe it is green. I don't. You're right. It is green.
Yeah, and then it turns into Electrike, and then it turns
And then
into Boltund.
not not Electrike. It just turns into Bolton.
Then where does Electrike come from? No, 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 no. Hold on. There's a evolution thing here.
Yeah, Yepper Bolton.
Elscruff, Sparkane, Auto, Autopup. Oh, now I gotta find Dogtron, Yiplet,
But
Bolton,
that was one of my
Electrike.
favorites in the seventh gen. And then that fox thing, Nick It, and then turned to Thievul. I like that one too.
So now I'm super confused. Like,
Oh
what
yeah,
the fuck? But yeah, I thought
I don't
he
know.
turned into him, and I think he turned into him. At least in
No,
Sword and Shield.
no,
So he just
I
turns
don't
into
know.
him?
Yeah, the
Because that's
Yepper turns
Bolton.
into the yeah, Yepper turns into Bolton. Because I had Bolton as my best team. You know.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. Then where did Electron? So what? I guess Electron turns into him. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
well.
Electrike. Yeah, but that was one from the seventh gen. That's pretty cool. I like how each generation usually releases a few Pokemon. I
Hmm.
still think the first generation has the best starters.
Oh yeah.
So you know,
Oh
I
no,
like
that penguin guy
Cyndaquil.
was pretty cool.
Imperion,
Ooh.
he was pretty cool. Yeah,
Uh,
I like him. I picked him in Arceus. I picked Pip up in Arceus, and he evolved into Imperion.
Starters I
And
like to pick out. So the first, so of course I've only really played through 3 gens. So the first gen favorite starter was Squirtle. Second one was I literally just said his name, Cyndaquil, and
oh, okay, yeah, I remember
then
Cyndaquil.
the on the 7th gen I like to pick up. Oh my god, what's the fiery rabbit?
Scorn
Oh my
Bunny,
god, Score Bunny. Yeah, Score
Score
Bunny's
Bunny.
pretty.
Oh, see,
He's so
Score
gross.
Bunny. I think I like his first evolution, Score Bunny, and then I like his second thing, Raboot.
I
But then
don't
like his,
like Raboot.
I don't
I
like the
mean,
final thing,
character
Cinderace.
really. See, I think that
I
one
don't.
looks the coolest.
I mean, it looks cool, but it when you get the special thing, they're what's it called, Gigantamax. When he comes Gigantamax, his special one is kind of weird. I don't like it. Um, my favorite final form in that one is in Inteleon, which is the water one.
Hmm.
When you get the Gigantamax special, he like builds a sniper tower and he's sitting there sniping you. It's pretty sick.
That is actually kind of
The
cool. I
worst,
haven't seen that one.
the worst one is the gorilla. Forget that gorilla.
Yeah, he's boring.
So, but I have a question. Like, what is it with the rival? Like,
Hop,
um, yeah, you're in the rival in Gen
hop,
7. Like,
hop,
yeah, what'd you call him? Call him Pop?
hop. HOP, hop.
Hop. Oh, that's what his name is. Hop. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's such an idiot. You pick Score Bunny. Oh, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna pick the gorilla Gorky. I'm like, why? And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden I picked like, huh?
Well, no, I didn't say anything, but yeah, no, I think it was.
He always
I
picks
feel
your.
like yeah, the weak one. No, if he's going to be your as because you're the player character, you're always going to be better than the AI. So just give him the stronger one. Yeah, he might beat you the first time, but then later on in the game, you're going to kick his ass because you got a better selection of Pokemon. Yeah, no, I always
Yeah,
thought that was dumb.
for sure. But there's so many cool Pokemon out there. Uh you know my favorite evolutions are, I would say I have to go with EVs. I like the evolutions. I think they're cool.
Hmm.
Um so
I always try to get all of them.
yeah, I collect like 4 or 5 EVs and evolve them.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you keep one EV just so you have one EV and one this one and
I
that
think they
one.
should
Yeah.
really release a ghost type now for it. The Eevee should have one of every type. It doesn't have a dragon type, doesn't have a ghost type,
Well,
or
I
a
feel
bug
like
type.
if you're gonna have a ghost one IRL, you would take an Eevee and you would have to kill it in the most horrific way, so unfinished business, and then you would have the ghost version. Oh, speaking about,
Sacrifices must be made.
did are you guys caught up on Rick and Morty at all?
No, no.
Okay, never mind. They have a who is it? Mr. Poopy Butthole is an alcoholic, and they try to get him out of the household. So Rick tries to make a ghost. So he pretty much has a robot, makes the robot alive, tries to upload business, pulls it out, kills it right before the business is done uploading. Um, yeah, no, it's a funny bit. Definitely, just look up unfinished business Rick and Morty, and you'll just see the clip, and that's
I'll
all you really
eventually
need to
see
see. But
season
it's good shit.
7.
Yeah.
So before we finish off here, um, you were talking about you want you wish you had a Pokemon with guns and stuff like that.
No, I'm just saying.
Let's
I
see.
wish they had a universe of Pokemon where people actually had firearms. I think that would be funny. But yes, but I see you're going somewhere.
Yeah. So let's see here. See if it lets me share the screen. My Steam.
Should.
It's not letting me.
Is it on your other monitor? You should just be able to hit share. It should be able to tell you which one. Should just be able to share
Yeah.
a screen instead of share a window.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna share a screen. It doesn't let
Yeah,
me.
share the screen instead of the window and pull it up.
I'm gonna share entire screen. There we go.
Just make sure you hide your naughty pictures first.
I should. Can you see that?
I can see it. Yeah.
But this game right here.
Oh, well, I don't see any games right now. Is your Steam pulled up? Which screen is your? We should all be able to see the same thing. I see a smaller window with the evil Pokemon, and then a bigger window with the Pokemon
Oh, you're not
game
seeing the. Okay, hold on. Let's do
or
this
the
then. I
WoW
got an
game. I
idea.
mean, well, you should just be able to click and drag
It was
your
on my
Steam.
Steam app. It wasn't. Yeah. I'll just do this. Hold on. But when you were talking about that, it kind of reminded me because of that. Because they're releasing a game that I think looks pretty cool. Can you see that screen?
No.
I can now.
All right.
I see a next subscribe to our newsletter.
Oh yeah. No, I got you. Don't worry.
Send me the link. I'll do it because I know how to work computers. Apparently.
No, I
Oh wait a
got it.
minute. Oh, IGN, Cyberpunk. Oh, it's you. You don't pay for premium.
No.
You should pay for premium. It's like the only
Why?
app that I think is worth paying. so you don't have
YouTube
ads. You
Premium.
could skip the ad, by the way. You thought about clicking the skip ad button?
No, I want to make you watch the ad because it's pretty
God, I
cool.
want to murder you.
But yeah, this is that game. It's like it's called Power World. It's like it's a Pokemon, Pokemon type game, but it was an interesting concept of Pokemon. It looks way better than Pokemon. But you see, like your character has a gun, your Pokemon have guns.
Okay, what the? He just shot the shit out of that guy while running.
Here's a
But you
question:
see
but
this.
do you kill the Pokemon or do they just faint?
I don't know, but like this looks way cooler than Pokemon.
No, I agree.
Like it looks like a ripoff, but like you straight up shoot these Pokemon.
Well, I
It's
think
not out yet. It's
overall,
coming out.
yeah, between
Look at
graphics
that.
and open world and all that kind of stuff, that's how Pokemon should be releasing their games. I mean, I should just be able to jump on the back of my Pidgeot and fly from screen,
I mean, look
from
at that.
place
This
to
is
place.
evil. What the heck are they doing there? Look at that. That
Okay,
fake
that's awesome.
that cheap looking Leafeon is scary. like you know.
Yes, yeah, more real
Is this
world where
made in
like
America?
I don't
They
know.
got like
I don't know
little,
where this
they
came
got
from.
little sweatshops and all kinds of shit. What the fuck?
no sweatshops. That's China, first of all. Second of all, if it was the U.S., there'd be schools and
You
guns.
know,
But.
the thing is there's a lot of guns in that, and honestly, I've never been more excited to play Pokemon. Where do we download this?
Yeah.
It's not out yet. Um, so it's been in development for a while, but dude, that's how the game's go. It's on my wish list. I want to get it. So
Oh
um,
no,
I
it's a
yeah,
gotta
it's gonna
put it
be
on my
legendary.
good.
Pull
wish
out the bazooka.
store.
So look at this. It's Steam says in January 2024. It's an early
Oh,
access, but it's nothing there yet. I can't get it.
Pal World.
So
Yep, putting that on my wish list too.
so, but yeah, it looks cool. So, but yeah, I think as far as like best Pokemon villain, best Pokemon, I think that's pretty much all we have. Uh, something we didn't do today. I kind of forgot, but we get into it now. Um, but if you guys, we always get tired, especially when we do record late or we want to stay up late in game. We get tired. How do we combat that tiredness? Anybody know?
something that rhymes with chubby.
With W.
Ah, got your ass.
I'm
We
so
get
sad. I
W.
I ordered my sample pack, then it arrived at my parents' house because I use autofill versus typing it in myself.
Oh,
So I got to
yeah.
go visit my parents so I could go pick up my sample pack so I can finally
Like
speak on
hi
the subject.
parents and get
Yeah.
just take it. But yeah, W. It's kind of cool. It gives you all the other energy without the crash and jitters. If you use our promo code Surge, you get 10% off your next purchase. The sample pack is a good way to start. You get this water bottle with it. It does come with the little mesh net. So and you can use it for other stuff if you're into working out. It is a great protein bottle as well. And you can, then you can tell people about Dubby with promo code Surge. Just tell people about it. Um, but yeah, get that sample pack and maybe save you money and you can stop drinking those $2 monsters at the gas station or Walmart, wherever you get your monsters at. And
I want to know where you're getting them at for $2.
switch to Dubby. So
You should get some stickers or something, or try to have somebody make a sticker to put on the other side of that. Then you just like promo colon surge. So when you walk around
that's
town
true.
with that, you can totally get that. So they
I should do that. That's a good idea.
yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, you know, feel free to like and subscribe our channel. We do have a Facebook group called the Nerdy Phase. The Nerdy Phase podcast is what I called it. So go ahead and find us on there. When we start becoming more active in that, I'm gonna post different news, uh, post links that we talk about in Nerd News so you guys can read for yourself. Post things from my blog. Tell you what's coming up, streaming schedule, things like that. And then always you can always like my stuff, Surge Gaming Reviews. That's what I do personally. My Instagram, Surge Gaming Reviews. I have a link there for everything. This podcast, my YouTube channel. Um, I have some videos I uploaded. I'll probably upload some more as I play through some games. Uh,
Oh, bye,
and then
bitch.
we lost Ray. But yeah, we have that, and then we will also start doing shorts. So there's a lot of stuff coming up for the nerdy phase, especially in this new year. If you haven't checked it out, we do have a short from our episode from a couple of weeks ago. Uh, and Tom's take on the disappointment of EA, and you know, so
Yeah,
real
still being
cool.
disappointed by it.
A shout out to the guy who did it. Um, Good friend of mine. Uh, Tom knows him too. His name is Chaz. Love that guy. So shout out to him for doing that video for us on his own free time.
Yeah,
So
Chaz, you did a good job on that. If you ever watch this, so thank you for that.
yeah,
You
watch it,
did me,
Chaz. We love
you
you.
did me good.
Join us, Chaz. but uh, but yeah, I don't know if Ray's coming back. Technical difficulties, because Ray's outdated. Yeah, he can't defend himself. But this happens when you use an outdated laptop that probably needs to be charged at all times. And you unplug it once and it dies. So, but anywho, I'll advertise for him. You can find him at I love pie backwards. So that's
I love
E
pie
I.
forever backwards.
Well,
Forever's not
yeah, that's true.
backwards. So I love pie
It's E.
backwards.
I love pie backwards forever. So EIPEVOLI forever. He
Space
streams on
forever.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and he will play a game with you if you want to. But it's gotta be on PS4. I mean, if you're cool and hip
Or cross
and have
compatible.
a PS5, if you have a PS5, you might be able to play with him if you play an older game.
Yeah.
So,
And if you're just there to talk to him and chat with him, like I was asking him a couple questions about the game he was playing, he was
he won't
responding.
answer.
So yeah.
He won't respond because he doesn't have a dual monitor. We're kidding, Ray. We're kidding. If you're listening to this, Ray, we're kidding. But yeah, he is there, and we'll release more things as the things come.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
gamers,
streams coming soon.
yeah, yeah. So gamers, as always, stay classy, uh, and share this page with share. I can't emphasize that enough. But yep, live long and prosper. Stay classy.
Deuces.